guys, Matt from Soundrolling.com. Hey guys, so finally back now. I've been travelling around lots today, having lots of meetings and catching up with people. And this one's all kind of about phantom stereo and what that really is, and also how panning law comes into play when you're either panning a mono signal or you have kind of quote unquote true stereo. So I'm hoping that this kind of gives you a demonstration of true stereo. That's why I'm moving my head about. True stereo, true stereo, true stereo, stereo. Yeah? Whereas this is an example of not true stereo, aka phantom stereo. So I've done a 1 kilohertz test tone, and I've put one on a stereo track here and one on a mono track here. And I'm just going to play it, and though the tone isn't that important to hear, just notice the metering, because this is exactly the same clip, just duplicated, but one's on a stereo, which means a left and a right, and one's just on a mono, but playing out through a left and a right. And you can observe the pan law for here. So first I'm just going to solo our stereo, and we'll play that. So notice -18. Okay, and now I'm going to solo and mute the top one, and now we're going to play the bottom one. So you notice that it's 3 dB lower. So what I've just shown you an example of is the half power point theory, which is essentially kind of to do with the pan law as well. So the pan law being -3 dB, and that's why we saw that kind of discrepancy in the measurements. And that's because the theory basically states that if something's at full power through one speaker, then theoretically, if you played it at half the power through 2 speakers, it would come across as the same level. So that's why that law's been introduced, essentially, or that theory is kind of used in practice, and this helps kind of even out kind of stereo, I guess, stereo imaging, as it were. But obviously, if you have 2 signals coming from 2 speakers, it's going to be much louder. So I'm merely pointing this out just more for a dialogue editing and kind of post-production perspective, or even if you're using doing a stereo mix, for instance, because if on your mixer, because if you are going and mixing a stereo channel or a stereo bus from a mono feed, it will naturally be 3 dB lower than your ISO track, for instance. So if your ISO track would, for instance, hit your limiters. So there's more effects there. But I wanted to kind of keep this kind of simple and light, and you can always kind of follow up with the blog article in the description. So I've been Matt Price. It is very late, so this video's come out a bit late than usual, but still doing one a day, which is quite cool, and thanks very much for the support. If you like this video, or, well, firstly, if you like it, do a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And if you want more daily content about kind of different sound things, then leave a comment about what you'd like to see. And also subscribe, and then I'll know that you will want to watch daily, essentially. And I'll know if I'm going in the right path or not. So, I've been Matt Price, and I will see you tomorrow.